little live that I'm going to do. I know, oh God, I know it's late. Go on, miss, go on, go on. Sorry about that. That's just my Ronnie. I've got something on my mind, and I'm just gonna do a live because I need to send this to Memory Hold. But I've been thinking really long and hard lately of why, why T was put on me, why I had an intelligent plant put on me, because I can't understand how I would warrant that anyway, and I do not like being mugged off so publicly twice. But do you know, I mean, I might be right, I might not be, but it is a bit of a theory that I've got, and it's to do with Pizzagate. Because what I realised quite a long time ago, the UK is petrified of people finding out about Pizzagate. Most people don't even know about it, and if they do, they're like, "Oh, it's been debunked." No, no, it hasn't. And not only has it not been debunked, I want to explain a little bit more about what Pizzagate is and the Pizzagate researchers. All the documentaries that I put up on my Facebook, which is Nikki Cooper 3781, page is public. There are documentaries on there by Murphy Buddha, Memory Hold, Dauntless Dialogue, which is Adam Reaver. Really, really, really credible researchers who base their stuff on facts, not fiction. Facts, not non-fiction, facts, not theories. And I've noticed lately that there is a bit of a push in the UK to kind of discredit Memory Hold. Now, I've seen comments like, don't believe everything Memory Hold says. One thing I can say, Memory Hold never tells anybody to believe anything. Yeah, he bases everything on fact base. Yeah, they don't come up with theories. Murphy Buddha's the same. They don't put stuff out there that isn't factual. And it's the Pizzagate researchers who obviously come across the Arts and Embassies programme. I truly believe that that is what the UK government do not want people to know about, is the Arts and Embassies programme. And also, we have Robert David Steele. He's really not big in America, but over here, he's a big hitter in the truthing community. I bought into him, not going to lie. I watched the ITNJ seatings, which is where I first saw John. Now, what I believe that Robert David Steele is, at the very least, he's a very big player. Puppet. He's a puppet master. He's not a puppet. He's giving credibility to people like John, Sean Atwood, because he was on Sean Atwood, and we all know they all glow in the dark on now. And he has some very questionable, not even connections, deep friendship with the Maccabees. Now, I'm going to be putting up, in the next few days, I am going to be putting up Pizzagate researchers' work, because I've sorted all through the shit researchers. I've been looking at Pizzagate since 2017. So I know all the good researchers, and I know, and every documentary that I put up on Facebook, I've actually watched myself. What's prompted this is that I put up recently from Adam Reaver. it was quite old, and I actually saw it. I think it was in 2018, and I've been looking for it ever since. And it's Dauntless Dialogue, systematic global pedophilia. Um, he's just reading out facts, but what is sad, it's at a time when he's talking about the time when, you know, Trump had been in and all these human trafficking. Mind you, take it, you know, I'll take that. A lot of trafficking rings were broken up, but hey ho, we got Joe Biden there now, so you know. But there was a lot of hope, because of the evidence against the Clinton, and that, and I'll tell you one thing, there will be enough of our MP and powerful people all up in that as well, Ghislaine. And it just covers. Also, I want to touch on Ghislaine Maxwell's Terramar project. All that goes hand in hand with the arts and embassies, because you might think it was just looking after the ocean. Oh no, she owned the motherfucking oceans, which meant that she owned the shipping rights. And it's not a joke, people. It's not a joke. Yeah, she actually was a citizen of Terramar. She was trying to own the ocean, so they own the shipping, all the diplomatic shipping rights that they do, the arts and embassies where they traffic their live performance art, uncensored, unhindered. What do you think's in them containers? What do people think that live performance art or perishable goods? Where child protection is concerned. I'm talking about the DIY livery yards, which I have covered before. What made me think about it, I've got stables near me, and I walked past today, and the amount of children that are on there, it's just, especially young girls, you know, between you got a lot of like young teenage girls up there. On these, not on the riding stables, I'm not talking about the riding stables, I'm talking about the DIY livery yards, where you don't even have to give your name. All you got to do, you can buy a clapped out pony from the Pikeys, buy it for 50 quid, go and stable it, £25 a week it costs to stable it, and then what they do, they put the horse out on loan, what they call put it out on loan. And what draws, especially little girls, My Little Pony, yeah, the children that can't afford to get their own horse, so they get the horse out on loan. What's worrying, like I said, is it is a hotbed for young teenage girls. They always bring their friends up there, and I'm not saying that every DIY livery yard is like that. I'm saying it's a very weak point where child protection is concerned. I'm going to be going in more into that on Tuesday. I'm just doing this off the cuff because I wanted to talk about the Pizzagate thing, and I will get back to that. I'm going off track again, but hey, oh, it's me. And also the canal boats. I'm going to try and start up a campaign. And I've got to give all credit to Brighton, because it was him who first said, why is there no CCTV on the canals? I think we know why there is no CCTV on the canals. Um, it, but, and it's so widely known. You had even John Wedger, I didn't know chat shit. I'm sure he weren't about this. And Callie was talking about it as well. She seems to be doing a lot of that lately. But talking about how the canal boats are used by paedophiles, they said to avoid registering. I'm saying, how easy will it be to? And also, you need to realise the amount that children are worth. I do know a child of 8 years old, Mal, is worth it was 50 grand. It's probably more now. So you got a couple of them, you got 100 grand straight profit. right there. So the canal network, they can just chug along to the docks often. And there is not one camera along the canals. Now, especially when I've been seeing so many children's parties being done on the canal boats. I noticed that the Blair twins parties, make of that what you will. Oh my God, I do not know what's going on here. Not too sure. I think something's gone wrong here. Am I still live? Anybody? Does anybody know if I'm still live? Yeah, am I still live? Oh fuck. Am I? Hey, I'm getting confused here because it's saying we're having trouble playing this video, and I have no idea why they're having trouble with this video. Still live? Why is it not? Why is it not? I can't even see the comments because it stopped. Shit. Oh, do you know what? I'm gonna have to, I don't. No, it must still be going. Oh well, I'm gonna carry on, and if it ain't, it ain't. If it is, it is. Where was I? Canal boats. All I know is that we've got really. It seems to be paedophile canal boat central at Camden. Like I said before, the Wilfred Wong come out of there, not a rescuer. The porter from Great Ormond Street. And you think these people don't know? Of course they know each other. Yeah. In fact, like I said, if I went to a different ends, or I'd just say I went up Manchester, I would know who I would need to contact to make sure I'm cool up there. I've got a feeling that there is these traffickers are going to gravitate towards each other, and they seem to love Camden. Probably not for the same reasons I love Camden. But the reason for me doing this tonight was because basically I wanted to talk about Robert David Steele and Pizzagate a little bit, because I believe when people actually realise what Pizzagate actually is, it wasn't Hillary Clinton running a trafficking ring out of Comet Ping Pong, although I've no doubt that it was. Yeah, it covers everything to do with child trafficking. Memory holes covered the Detroit case, which, is DC to Detroit, or Detroit to DC, or whatever, one of them ones. Well, he knocked that out of the park, mate. But it also overlaps with people over here. And Aneke Lucas, sorry, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying her. But I believe that she was given credibility again. This worldwide credibility that they seem to be getting through Robert David Steele. Anybody who's tight with the Maccabees is tight with James Oliphant and Nora Maccabee and Annette Folger, which is Nora Maccabee's sister. They're all out the same pot. They're all sick fucks. Yeah, but James Alefantis, you must, even if you're not into Pizzagate, you must have heard of that motherfucker. He's just disgusting, absolutely disgusting. His Instagram, he was the one who had all them Instagrams. It was vile, absolutely vile. You got the Podestas. We all know about the Podestas. All seen their lovely art. I wonder if all them dead kids were live performance art before they before they ended up dead in a painting on John or Tony Podesta's fucking wall. And with Jeff Koons, who is a renowned artist. Yeah, he got done for noncing his own kid, and there is a picture it's been up. I think it's been banned off YouTube, but it's a picture. I've got my missus pottering about now. It was a picture with a young child, about 5 or 6, I think, and being penetrated. And apparently, it's Jeff Koons' penis she's being penetrated with. Miss, stop it, because you're tapping around everywhere. But I think I made myself look a bit of an idiot the other day, because I was trying to message Memory Hold on Instagram, where he's under covert memory hold, to explain to him about, like, because we've been kind of going backwards and kind of conversing. And I said about the DC to Detroit video and Aneke Lucas. And he chose to believe her, but that's because he's a really nice person, actually. He don't say anything bad about anyone. Me, don't give a shit. I'm not buying it. I'm really not buying it, because it seems that everyone, all these victims that are put out in front, I don't think they're actually victims, especially if they've come from Sean Atwood. What the fuck is going on? Not too sure what's going on here, but he's all going a bit Pete Tong. But like I said, I do believe that Robert David Steele is. I don't know who started the ITNJ seatings, but they just seem to be a big, massive psyop in themselves. They've got to have had some credibility. I mean, I don't even know what's real anymore, people, to be quite honest with you. I'm struggling a bit with all of this. But, it's I've just got to get over it, really, and this is what it is. So I'm just trying to, do not so long ones, but just me, just saying. But I'm going to be doing a more in-depth one on Tuesday, and I'm definitely going to be talking about DIY livery yards, more about the canal boats, and more about the arts and embassies, which I think people really do need to realise about this arts and embassies programme, and how they just legally traffic children. And you've got all the usual Pizzagate bods behind it. They changed it to FAPE, FAPE. I think it was in 2012, and it was to do with Abramovich, that bitch. Well, and it was to do with John and Tony Podesta, Clintons, the old crew, the old shenanigans are there. James Alefantis, like that's nothing to worry about. Yeah, all right. But I think, I know Pizzagate was suppressed in America, but it weren't just suppressed; it was obliterated over here. And I actually believe that's why I had to have somebody put on me to to try and like steer me away, or to. And there's a lot of people in the UK that would have so much to lose if the UK woke up to what Pizzagate really is. Because you say Pizzagate, they don't want to. They're like, what? Nah. The documentaries that are put up are by amazing researchers, absolutely amazing researchers. And the documentaries leave you in no doubt. I mean, Mouthy Buddha, they've obliterated him from social media completely. He was the one who done the Pedogate 1, 2, 3. He used Memory Hold's research. And that Pedogate 3, oh my God, it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. You've got Adam Reaver, but I can't say whether they are. But to me, I just go by the work, mate, and the work is just unreal. Yeah, I'll tell you what, our government's lucky they don't live over here, mate, because you'd be in trouble. But also, as well, we have got a Hillary Rodham Clinton School of Law in Wales. And old Killary, mate, where she is, Killary says it all, doesn't it, really? Um, but they have a lot to lose over people waking up to Pizzagate. And also, I need a bit of help with a bit of research. I used to, on YouTube, there was a lady called Verita Nurse. And way back, when when I was doing Two of a Brew with John, I mentioned a company called the Strafor Corporation. That was Straffor. They were a global communicator. They was a CIA Black Ops, actually. And in the WikiLeaks email dumps, they dumped a load from the Strafor Corporation. And it was out of the same, they were the same, it was the same, the Obama email, the one where he flew in £45,000 worth of, no, 70, I can't remember what it was it was thousands of pounds anyway, it was about 50 grand or something like that, on flying in hot dogs and pizza. Wow. I really don't even know if this is still going out live. It's just saying, sorry, we're having trouble playing the video. Why do I always get this grief? Well, yeah, I know why. But yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Do you know what? I'm going to end this video and have a look at it back. But, or should I still keep talking? See, I can't see the comments. And it's saying that it's still live video. Camera's on. Yeah, but what? Oh, for God's sake, what was I saying? Just saying. Oh, I can't even. None of the comments are coming up. Shit. Where was I? Oh, it's completely gone out of my head now. So, right. Well, I might as well end it there anyway because I'm not too sure whether it's coming out or not. If it is, cool. I'll just put it up. You're better off to watch it on the playback. But if it's not coming through, then hang on. Oh, I can actually check, can't I? Oh, what a dickhead. Sorry. As you see, my car crash in lifetime. Am I? Oh, for God's sake. See, not too good at this at all. Oh, am I coming through? Yeah, I am. That is me, isn't it? Oh, well, it seems like it's coming through. I think it is anyway, so I can't even remember what I was saying now. I'm just a nightmare here. Shit. Oh, the Stratfor Corporation. And the Obama email come out of the same corporation. About where that's it, flying in hot dogs and pizzas. 65,000 it was. He spent flying into the White House. Now, what is very, very, very strange about that, they're not allowed to have food brought in to the White House. And they just got away. They just, and the reason why they're not allowed food into the White House, everything has to be prepared in the White House because obviously poisoning. It would be very easy if you're flying in hot dogs and whatever from Chicago to the White House. Never had to answer for that. But there was also other emails that come out of there that were ones like, oh, are we still using the same channels as Obama? I mean, absolutely. All you had to do is put in pizza related and they all come up. But Verita Nurse put up pictures of, because they were a proper corporation, like and she managed to find the photographs of the people who were sending the emails. And there was a guy with an eye patch. And I remember this, and I cannot remember the guy's name. But earlier on, I was going back over the Wayfair Gate stuff that I had. And all of a sudden, I was watching when Wayfair went out on strike because they were the Wayfair was supplying beds to an immigrant centre on the Mexican border, which is never good. That place is just, oh my God. But there was a church involved, and the spokesman's come on for the church. It's only the same bloody guy with the eye patch. Now, I am going to be sending this to Memory Hold, hopefully, if it comes out, so that you see if they, because I can't find anything now. And I know it's definitely the same guy with the eye patch, and also Rachel Chandler, Guinness, worked for Wayfair. I'll be covering more about her in on Tuesday, because she, like I said, she makes Ghislaine Maxwell look like a fluffy bunny. And I'm not being, excuse the pun, because obviously bunnies are not good, but this Rachel Chandler Guinness, who's married into the Guinness family, was definitely more of an fucking thing, it keeps going off, was a procurer for Epstein. Believe she was born into this shit. As I'm beginning to see, I think a lot of people who end up in that video, a lot of them have been born into it. But that's still, to me, that's no excuse. And you have a choice later on. You have a choice, and as an adult, even though you might have been born into it, it's wrong. You know. So it's not an excuse to me. And I'm aiming that at Daniela Westbrook. Looking more into her, and it's not because of Brian. It's because she's from London. She's a wrong one. She's at the very least, she's the way she flipped on Brian, the way she tried to send him off his head, that didn't work for you, did it, love? Also wanting to be a drug therapist and shit like that. I'm not down with that. How can you want to be a drug therapist? Look at you. And you say that you're giving up gear and that, but never mind about that. Looking further back into her, for fuck's sake, looking further back into her life, you find out her mother was a Playboy bunny. And let's face it, I've just learned about Hugh Hefner and his child magazine that he used to have had. I didn't even know that he had one. But it was called The Sugar and Spice and All Things Nice. And it featured Brooke Shields at 10 years old, full frontal nudity. So Daniela's mum was a Playboy bunny. Not good. She went to the Sylvia Young talent school. Now, I can't, like, anyone from London knows about Sylvia Young, Everyone wanted to go Sylvia Young. Seems to me like Sylvia Young's talent school, because the car crashes that have come out of there it's ridiculous. It's like the Mickey Mouse Club. Yeah, the mouse did. This Sylvia Young school seems to be a grooming ground. Yeah, for crisis actors and the whole shebang. But also Max Clifford being her agent. Max Clifford, well, not like we don't know about him. I think he was definitely a child procurer for the elites. And like I said, I believe Daniela was born into this. As I think a lot of them are, or they're given over to because to get into Sylvia Young, it was like the prestigious. Any actor or performer wanted to go to Sylvia Young. Fuck that. Them fellows come out of there. There's a bag of them. They're all fucked. But I also do think that these acting schools are where they procure crisis actors from. Because crisis actors is definitely a thing. They don't even hide it. It's definitely a thing. But they have to get these. They can't just have just random people that they be. These people have to have a talent. They have to be able to act. And I don't know. Over in the UK, I don't even know what's real anymore. I don't believe any of the victims. Going over a lot of the stories, with my eyes wide open now. Jeanette Archer, she's another one. She's popped back up again, and it's like, how? Like, I mean, her story is so absolutely ridiculous. Got so many holes in it. Um, and yeah, she's the head of the. But what the fuck is going on? Well, I know what's going on. It's money, innit? Just want to say, not monetized at all. I've got my little YouTube channel, Nikki Cooper. Go over and subscribe. I'm not monetized. I don't get likes. Don't get money for likes and that. But it just makes me feel a bit better, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, it's yeah, but not only is it just for the money, it's to filter victims. Any legitimate victims, because behind every fake story, it's always based on the real shit. Where the Hampstead children are concerned, I've watched their videos over and over again. They are either the best actor and actress. I cannot, because I know what they said. That shit goes on. Not gonna lie, when Elisa was saying about baby, they got delivered by courier, I did think that was a bit of a step too far. No, 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 no. It's not a step too far. That's not exaggerated. Wayfair. That's all I have to do. Wayfair. Because if you think that was bullshit, you're crazy. Yeah, it's like I was watching it in real time where they were putting in. I don't know what a SKU number is, and it was literally taken. It was just beyond just beyond belief. But that's how they get away with this, They put it's just beyond belief. I mean, everyone was saying leather shoes, human leather shoes, ain't just human leather shoes anymore. There's a human leather designer website, mate. It's not steps too far. It really isn't. It's mad because I can't even see anything on there, but on my phone, I'm watching it. How long I've been there? 33 minutes. Not too bad. But yeah, no, and also, I have there's a question that I mean, I wouldn't even know where to go and get the answer, but it concerns the police. What happens to all the child porn that they seize? Because I just think it gets recycled as blackmail material, which and once these people are compromised, you don't realise it's all happy days. Then they once they're compromised, they don't give a shit anymore. It's playtime. And the blackmail is really, really, really bad. I can't really do anything about that apart from to raise awareness. Yeah, but the one thing I can do, and I will keep doing, yeah, is I am just so sick and tired of the fake bullshit. Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to call it how I see it. And apart from Brian, it's all bullshit. Yeah, fake stories, fake. No, what the fuck? Yeah, so I don't even know what's real or what's not real anymore. But I know I am, and I know that my passion is. I might not have pretty words for you, but then I don't think this subject requires pretty words, to be quite honest with you. Um, and yeah, does anybody actually know what happens to the happens to the child porn that's seized? I mean, I'll take you back to John saying that everyone should watch child porn for a day. What does he do? Save it up or say I don't know, because I still don't even believe he's a real. Oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, right, I'm back again, I think. I'm having all these shit pop up on my screen, but I can't see any comments because they're not coming through. But I do know that it's coming through because I can see it on my phone, but it's doing all gymnastics now. Let's talk about Robert Banks. Robert Banks, look at that. Oh my God, this is a madness. This is actually fucking mad. But do you know what? Where it's doing so many gymnastics, there's not a lot I can I'm not, as you all know, I'm not computer savvy in any way, shape, or form. Um, there you go. So yeah, no, I'm going to call it a day there. But like I said, I just wanted to kind of put it out there, really. And I just had that thought earlier on, and I thought, well, I can do live streams whenever I want to do live streams now. Although it's, I am struggling. I am still struggling. I'm not feeling being mugged off, mate. Not so, Dave. For me, that's been hard to get my head around. Um, had wobbles over the past few days. How much should I carry on? Shouldn't I carry on? But then it was never really an option for me not to carry on. I just feel a bit wounded, bit pissed off. Because like I said, everything that I thought was real ain't real. Even David Icke and that, like, well, there's a lot of question, but Bill Maloney, man, Bill Maloney, not gonna lie, I looked at that Wedger, it's like, and then they send me tea, a name on a screen and I bought it hook, line and sinker, yeah. Never again, mate. Never again. I've got to start doing this on my own. I hope I bring something to the table. I bring truth, right? That's what I do. I bring truth, yeah. But like I said, where the Pizzagate subject, because it basically will cover. It will probably even include Brian and what happened with Brian in the red. It's all the same fucking ring, the same faces, a lot of them, and all. And how long? How much longer are we going to know about the elite paedophile ring? And everyone sits there and, like, it, yeah. But I do believe that when people do realise that Pizzagate, what it actually is and what it stands for, and the credibility, because like I said, I've gone all through the shit. I'm putting up the banging documentaries that are fact based. No, 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 no theories. No, no. But the arts and embassies is what bothers the UK a lot because they're all up in it. The amount of arts charities we've got is beyond a joke. That was another thing I'm going to cover on Tuesday is Free to Be Kids, which is run out of Peckham. Well, was run out of Peckham. It's the offshoot of Kids Company, but I'm going to put up their babies baby clothing range. I'll give you something. This is for 0 to 6 months. Be kind even when stuff gets hard. Vaccines make you a superhero. What was the other ones? Mr. Rogers' Playtime is the stuff. I don't know who the fuck Mr. Rogers is. No idea. But the most baking in progress. And I'm going to put it all up anyway. And I kind of, it just reminded me of James Alefantis on his Instagram. There was a lot of babies that had on baby clothing that was inappropriate, to say the very least. Baby loves butt, things like that. And that's what. And then Oh, when you see where they have their clothing made, and it's exclusive to Free to Be Kids, um, it's made in Detroit. I And they run arts programs. They run art weekenders in Epping Forest, mate. And the mentor was Camilla Batman Jelly. But like I said, I'm going to cover a bit because I'm going to be posting it up on Facebook for people on YouTube. My Facebook is Nikki Cooper, Niki Cooper 3781. But my profile pics, it's got my two dogs, my Missy and my Ronnie. And my page is public. And when I tell you now, I've put some. There is a wealth of information on my page. Really good documentaries. I put up. There's also a guy, Jay Myers, found him through Pizzagate as well. But all the docs that I put up, I watch. And you ain't gonna get no shit on my page, to be quite. And if it's posted by me, you ain't gonna get no shit docs on my page, mate. And it covers. There's a whole wealth of information to do with MK Ultra, Monarch. You can literally find so much. The Jay Myers documentaries are very watchable, very not family friendly, but you know what I mean. They're really good watches. And then you'll get some hard hitting ones on there. You'll find Matthew Buddha's Pedogate 1, 2, and 3. Cuties, Elite Human Trafficking, Ghislaine Maxwell's Terramar. And you need to watch these documentaries because that, like I said, they're not bullshit. In fact, all of them tell you specifically do your own research. Memory hold. There's been a lot of comments going, I don't trust everything Memory holds. Well, what are you talking about? Like, he don't ask you to trust him. He just basically shows you the facts, and he does it in real time while he's sitting there. You know, it's but yeah, I'm going to be sending this to him because I tried to send him a message the other day about David Steele. I think I come off like a bit of a lunatic because I'm not very good when it comes to trying to put messages, and it kept sending before I had a chance to finish it. So he's probably thinking, I'm off my trolley now. But I kind of like wanted to put it in there, so I'm going to send it so he knows that I'm not really off my trolley. I'm just not very good at like saying things, and also the way I spell and that I have to be really careful because I don't think he understands some of it. But yeah, people, if go and subscribe to Memory Hold 3.0 on YouTube, yeah, and you see the quality and the credibility of him as for me, he's probably about one of the best researchers on the planet. Along with Matthew Buddha as well, who don't know where he's gone to. And also on my Facebook, you find a lot of you're going to be finding a lot of Dauntless Dialogue, which is for the more advanced research. The people that have looked into it a little bit more, and it's horrified me, and I'm only on part two. No, right. Oh God. Right. Anyway, listen, I better sign off because my Ronnie's just starting now. So I'm going to end it here. Thanks for listening. But I'll be on Tuesday with a more in-depth live stream about areas of child protection that I believe are very weak. Canal boats, DIY livery yards, like you've got a lot of these churches have sprung up with their talent. They do these, what they call them, say, like a talent agency, kind of a talent like dancing thing. Not even gonna lie, it's all done under the arts. So yeah, no, I'll speak to you all. Well, see you all, or speak to you all on Tuesday. Right. See you later.